Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do a review of Supply. This is by Mari Okazaki, and this is a Tokyo Pop release that I recently bought from Right Stuff. Um, they have, even though this is technically out of print because it's Tokyo Pop, Right Stuff does have it and sell it. I think it might be part of their like print on demand kind of stuff. I'm not sure though, so don't quote me on that. But this is 5 volumes, volumes 1 to 3, and then 4 and 5 in an omnibus. Unfortunately, this is all we have in English. This is originally in Japan a 10-volume series, I believe. The final 5 volumes were never released here. And as far as I know, I've done a little bit of research, but not too much. I didn't go too deep in, but as far as I know, this has not been legally translated at all. I don't think you can buy it like in an ebook edition or anything like the rest of it. I think this is it that you can legally get in English, which is a damn shame. This might be the best thing I've read this year. This is by far my favorite josei title I've ever read. And it is so well done. I loved the 5 volumes I read of this. And it is going to kill me that I will never be able to finish it unless I learn Japanese and then hunt down the Japanese volumes. I really, 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 really recommend that you read this. Despite the fact that you will never finish it, honestly, it's still worth it. Yes, it leaves right off on a cliffhanger because it was probably intended to be finished publishing. Obviously, Tokyo Pop didn't, expect to completely go out of business, but or stop releasing manga in North America. But yeah, it stops dead in its tracks because the story continues for 5 more volumes. This is about this woman here, Minami, I believe is her name. Yep, Minami. She is working for an advertising company. She makes commercials. So she goes to meetings all the time about how to best advertise certain products for clients who hire their company to advertise their products and make a commercial. She goes on filming shoots when her ideas are chosen so that she can kind of not really direct but be a part of that process of the filming and everything. She basically works all the time. If you know anything about Japanese work environment, it's, overtime, constant overtime, always working. Lots of people sleep at work or at like take a few hours of a nap in a capsule hotel or whatever. She basically is just at work all the time. Her sleep schedule is putting a few chairs together and sleeping in the office for like an hour or half an hour or something. It starts off with her boyfriend leaving her. Her boyfriend, who she's been with for like 7 years or something, he leaves her because he's tired of her never coming home, her only thinking about work and not having any time for him. So it kind of just it rocks her a little bit. It causes her to rethink, what she's been doing these past few years. She loves her job. She loves making commercials. However, she's still technically a newbie at the company and doesn't have the respect that she wants. She doesn't have the experience that she wants, and she just wants to continue. She wants to do more. And now she doesn't have a boyfriend anymore. She felt like she was kind of secure in her life, and now all of these things are seemingly falling apart. And she is just constantly at work trying to figure out what she wants to do from here. She sees an older woman at the company, and she doesn't want to be like that woman. But then as she kind of watches her more, she realizes she starts to respect her and realize that, take some life lessons from her, learn from her mistakes. And then as it's going on, newbies are coming into the company and lots of younger women are coming in, and she's now this older person that they look at and go, ugh, I don't want to be like her, you know? And so it's very realistic. This is like, it is quite stunningly done. How accurate this feels. And I'm not a working full-time, person in Japan. But there are parts of this that I absolutely can connect to. And there are, like, this is so well done. The art, as you can probably already tell just from the covers, is really, really nice. Like, it's just, it's so, let me just try and find some good, like, it's so interesting. I really, really love it. This feels like, to me, like, that alone. Tell me you've never sat in a chair like that and just looked at the ceiling and thought, what the hell am I doing here? Like, it just, the characters are so realistic. She gets into different relationships with some different men and from the company, and that she meets from work, and just trying to find, like, um, find love while trying to balance a career and trying to advance, and, like, the pretty backgrounds. Like, it's not just all fluff. Like, there is really well done backgrounds. It's not all black and white in the back, and, like, it's there's art. It is really nice art. Um, it feels to me kind of like an older Paradise Kiss. If you've read Paradise Kiss, this character feels similar in that she feels lost, but this woman is older. She's in her late 20s, as opposed to Paradise Kiss, where they're high school students. But it is so captivating. Like, I sat down and just read all 5 of these volumes, and I couldn't put it down. And you feel for these characters. These people. Like, it's so, I'm at a loss for words, and I'm so upset that this is not finished, because I, like I said, I think this is my favorite thing that I've read this year. I am so impressed by this. This is something I've had my eye on for years, and just thought, you know, I should just get it from Right Stuff. When I make a Right Stuff order, I don't do Right Stuff orders often because I'm in Canada, and you have to buy a lot in order to get free shipping. And so I finally went, okay, I'm going to throw it in my cart, and I went for it. I'm so glad I did. This was awesome. Highly recommend it. Like I said, yes, it's not complete. Yes, it cuts off right in the middle of the story, but I am so glad that I decided to just go for it and get it, because, man, this is a good story. If you like josei titles and you like realistically portrayed women, realistic scenarios of, like, relationships, and not even just like sexual or romantic relationships, but like friendships, work friendships and relationships. Um, because of the fact that she's at work all the time, the only people she's interacting with are her coworkers. And therefore, you have all of these kind of surface relationships, because these people aren't your best friends. You work with them. But if they're the only people you're seeing, that's the only socializing you're having, and therefore they become your best friends even though you're not that close. And it's so well done. Anyway, I have rambled enough, I think, about this. Um, Definitely check it out. Absolutely, hands down, go check this out. Um, and let me know if it is legally available in English, if the last 5 volumes are legally available anyway in English digitally, because I'm not sure. But yeah, if you've read this, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. If you haven't, go check it out. Thank you for watching. See ya.